Welcome.
Yes. Good evening, Miss Brigitte. How are you doing?
Good evening. Good evening, Linda. It's great. It's really great. And I'm now in, not in Jakarta. I'm in
Hmm.
Puncak. So the weather is very good.
Yes, I get that already. I mean, so I feel so elated to welcome you to my virtual meeting today. On top
Mm-hmm.
of that, I am privileged to have you as my guest of honor. So
Thank
my
you.
viewers would probably would like to know who you are. So I will do a little bit of introduction about you, and if I miss out some information, then don't hesitate to add some information. Yeah, because
Okay.
I might be wrong. Yeah, in giving information about you. Yeah. Okay, so my special guest today is Miss Brigitte. She is an educator. She also owns a daycare center, and she's also a productive writer. Yes, and she has recently published a book entitled in Indonesian "Emas dalam Genggaman Pengasuh," or in English, perhaps we will probably say "Gold in the Hands of Caregivers." Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes,
That's right.
yeah, I have to ask the author of the book first before I translate it, or whether I translate it wrongly or not. Yeah, but
No, yeah.
you
Caretaker or caregiver. Yeah.
yeah, you agree with that. Okay, thank you. So gold here represents children, Brigitte. Gold.
The gold in the hands. No. It's the message. Yeah. It's
Oh,
a message in
it's
the book.
the
It's not
message
the
in the
children.
book.
Yeah. That's after they read the book, then they finally find what is the gold. And the gold is
Oh,
actually in the hands of the caretaker or caregiver. So they have to find out what the gold is. The
yes.
readers will have to find
Oh,
out
I
the
see.
gold in it.
Yeah. Okay, and for your information, my guest today, Miss Brigitte, she is also an English teacher. She teaches
Mhm.
English for children. And yeah, because she has an expertise in early childhood. So I'm sure that she knows best all about children. Maybe I have to learn from her related to this. Yeah, because actually this is beyond my expertise because I I don't get used to teaching children. Yeah, I used to be an English teacher, but I taught English for secondary school students. Yeah.
Oh, teaching children are more fun. I
Yes.
bet, you know.
But for you, but for me, perhaps
Oh yeah,
perhaps
yeah.
because children can
If
get
you don't
out of
like kids, don't
control.
ever
Yeah,
try.
then
Yeah.
they can drive me mad because yeah,
Exactly,
I'm not
exactly.
so patient with
One, two,
children.
okay. But
One, two
five,
is okay.
10,
Yeah, but
headache.
let's say 20 children in one
Ah.
class. Oh, my God, that can be out. That can get out of hand. Yeah. Okay.
Right, yeah.
So yes. So that is about the introduction. Uh, Now today, we're gonna talk about her recently published book. Like I said, that the title in Indonesian is Emas dalam Genggaman Pengasuh. Yeah. So here, before we get down to the topic of discussion today, I want you. I have got a question that is bothering in my mind. Uh, can you please help me find the answer? What typical problems that millennial parents are confronted with nowadays, Brigitte?
hmm Okay, there are a lot of theories, and if you read articles about it, there are a lot. But from my understanding, from my experience, I'm a mother of two millennials, but unfortunately, they are not married yet, so I cannot really tell from them, from my experience facing them. But from reading, resources, and also from what I see, and also from discussion with friends whose kids are already married and they have kids, And also from the daycare that I learn a lot, yeah, because it's the interaction between the parents, the kids, and the caretakers or caregivers. So I can conclude that the problems that from our side, yeah, from outsider of the parents, not the parents, yeah, but we see how the parents, the millennial parents, yeah, nurture or educate or take care of their kids. There are two main things, that the first is, because these parents, they get a lot of information from the, in now this time it's very easy to get information from
Yes,
social
exactly.
media, or
Mm,
yeah, media, anywhere. And then because they really want to give the best for their kids, they
mm,
learn from their parents, yeah, so they learn and they think, oh, I'm not going to do this to my kids. So they learn and they are more educated. These millennial kids, parents, they're more educated. They graduate from, they have the bachelor's degree, a lot of
yes.
them. So they really want to do something for their kids, that they don't want to repeat what they experienced from their parents. But the thing is, because of that, they become, like, a lot of things in their mind. So they really want to give this to their kids. And what happens? The kids become, what is it? Like, schedule too
Mm,
much.
I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah. So yeah, they
Yeah,
become,
so,
because
so you mean to say that they are stressful? They are
could
stressful
be,
about
could
it because
be.
their
Yeah, could
parents
be. Uh-huh.
expect from them too much.
Yeah. So like, now this, I can see from the daycare parents that they're so concerned about what my kid is gonna do at this time, at that time, and so on. Parents in the olden days, they don't care. Kids just
Yes,
play. Okay. The most important thing,
yes.
kids get good food and then sleep, rest, blah blah blah. But these parents, millennial parents, they really want to make sure the kids get what they hear, what they do, what they think. Everything should be, proper, should be the best, because they learn a lot from information. That's number one. So the kids are tightly scheduled. And then when
I
they are getting
see.
older, like they become elementary school students, for example, they have a lot of courses. So the parents want them
Mm.
to study this, to study, take English course, take ballet course, whatever. Yeah.
Oh
So the
my
parents
goodness.
do that. Yeah,
So
yeah.
much,
And some
so
are
many
very
things to do.
extreme.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some are very extreme, because like from Monday until Friday every day. Okay, and then the second one is, because these parents, yeah, they give a lot of freedom to their kids. So kids nowadays, they have more freedom, but not only freedom but also choices. So parents give
Mm,
them freedom to choose.
mm,
And so they also, can say no to their parents,
mm.
right?
Yes.
My generation, we cannot. And then we started teaching our kids to say what you don't like, what you like. And then
Yes.
worse, yeah, so they do it to their kids, even more freedom. So that's why a
Mm,
lot of old generation, they complain about this millennial generation, and worse,
mm.
the kids of the millennial, yeah,
Yes.
generation, because they're too free, to
Mm,
outbursts, to, what is it, like, oh, it's me, yeah, too confident,
mm,
yeah, because the parents don't say no, don't do this, don't do that, yeah, but okay, you can do this, trying to be logical. That's good, but on the other hand, tend to be like something behavioral problem. So these kids, they don't know, to be polite, yeah, and they don't know how to respect old people, and so on, no, those things.
mm,
And also I noticed that, a lot of kids, yeah, of the children of the millennial parents, they are not, they are so dependent, because they grew up together with the parents who really take care of them, and then the caretaker, the nanny, the babysitter provide everything. So these kids becomes the kids who are very dependent. Take for example, like when I noticed when I was a principal, a primary school principal, I noticed that, for example, the kid forgot to bring the homework.
mm.
And who is so busy, who's so concerned about this homework? Parents, the
Parents, yeah, the
mother,
parents.
not the kid.
Yes.
Not the kid, right?
The
So
parents
like the kid was just
they
so
even
easy. Yeah.
yeah. they get
Yeah.
panic attack. Yeah. Oh, how
Yes.
come
Panic
my
attack
my
like,
kid
oh my God.
forgot to bring
Yeah.
the homework?
Yeah. And then when yeah, like the policy when I was a school principal, I said, okay, no, it's the kid's responsibility. No, don't bring the homework. Okay, just so the next time the kid will learn. But these parents, they're like, oh no, no, they are so afraid of this, and so on. So those are the things that I see that problems, but from our side. Now, from the parents
Mm.
themselves, they don't think it's a
Mm.
problem. They think that's
Oh,
the best they have given, they have done for their kids. But their problem from their side, from their
mm.
point of view, from their experience, I think it's a matter of who's gonna nurture, who's gonna take a good care of my kids, especially
Yeah.
the parents in Indonesia. Yeah, I think that's their main big problem, and that's the reason why I wrote my book, because
Yes.
parents, yeah,
That's
parents
that is actually
are
that
full.
will go to question number two actually, Bridget. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Okay.
wondering why you wrote this book. Yeah. What prompted you to write this book? And also, I was so intrigued by the title. Yeah. Why you said a gold? Yeah, gold in the hands of caretakers or caregivers. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So
Okay.
perhaps
Okay.
you can tell us the reason, yeah, why you wrote this book.
Mm-hmm.
What message, or perhaps what is the moral teaching behind this book, the book that you have just recently published?
Okay. Yeah. At first, I started thinking about writing because of the pandemic. So the pandemic is
Hmm.
like a blessing disguise that a lot of people felt,
Blessing in
experienced
disguise.
that too, right?
Yeah.
Things that we
We
couldn't
become
have
more
done, but we
creative.
could
We
do it
become
during.
more creative. Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm.
So because the daycare, I had to close the daycare, close down, and then I made storytelling on YouTube, but I was not satisfied yet. So I was thinking like, why not writing? So I wrote this book,
Mm.
and I got it from the experience of like from the experience that I got from the daycare. Yeah. So the goal itself, it's the message that I want parents to get after they finish reading. So
Mm.
the message, but they will, how much gold you will get, you will give to your kids. The
Mm.
gold is in the hand of the caretaker or caregiver, not
Mm.
with the kids. But how
Mm.
much you can give to your kids,
Mm.
it depends on you. After reading that book, the parents will know,
Mm.
oh, this one. So that's the idea, and I made the story in such a way like the readers are brought into the deep ocean, and we're gonna open this this side so to find where is the gold exactly, and finally that's a surprise in the closing of the one, what is it, the book in the end.
I see. That's interesting. Yeah. So you want to encourage parents to, yeah, to pay more attention to their kids. But it's good. You write your message in the form of a book here, so that whoever reads your book will hopefully gain more knowledge and insights about what millennial parents should do, should give to their children. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. So,
Yeah, so my concern is that parents are so aware, are so well informed about what to give to their kids, what to do to their kids, but they forgot one thing. If they work, especially this one for mothers, who are workers, so who are going to take care of the kids? Do you work? Do you work outside? Like you leave your kids? Linda, you
oh
yourself?
yes, that's a good question. Well,
Yeah. So
that's actually the
who
question.
took
That's
care of your
actually
kids
the
when they
question
work?
that I was going to ask you, because when uh, okay, first I will answer your question. Yeah, currently I'm not working. So I'm a full time mother, housewife, a full
Okay.
time housewife.
What about when your
But
kids are small? When they
I
are
once
small?
worked, and I left
Mm-hmm.
my kid. Uh, at the time, I only I had my first boy, and then I entrusted my kid in the hands of a babysitter. How can working mothers cope with this problem? I mean, they have to work, but on the other side, they have to leave their kids behind. So how can they give enough attention to their children?
Mm-hmm. Very, very good question. And actually, the answer, especially for kids who are in the golden age, yeah, so 0 to 5. Yeah. So for you, it's okay because your kids are already teenage. Yeah, so this book is not, it's not necessary for you. But millennial parents who have children at the age of 0 to 5, because that's the very critical moment, the
Yeah, the
very
golden
critical
years.
time.
We call it the
So
golden years.
yeah,
One
the
children
golden
age
years.
1 to
Yeah,
5.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. So that's why my title is the gold in the hands of the caregiver,
Mm,
because people, yeah, and then it's about 0 to 5. So you said it's the golden years. It's the most critical, the most important time of the kid. But
mm.
then parents have to work, mothers have to work.
Yeah, that's a very
Parents are
difficult
well
choice.
informed, well educated, yeah, but they have to go to work. And then who
Mm.
is taking care of their kid?
Yes,
Nanny, babysitter,
yes.
grandmothers. Okay, people say, oh, okay, safe, yes, safe,
It's
because
okay,
it's a member of
grandmothers.
the family. But
Uh,
it's not, yeah, but it's not necessarily the best, because
oh,
grandmothers, they thought they nurtured their kids like 25 years ago. So maybe there are a lot of differences, and also the culture, the grandmothers from a mother, for example. What about the culture from the father? So there might be a crash, there might be a differences, and so on and so on. So but my concern is with the nanny and the babysitter,
yes.
because they are mostly young, they
Okay.
are mostly not married, and for
Mm.
sure they are not well trained to educate
Mm.
a baby, a child from 0 to 5 years old.
What
They
should
are
working mothers
trained
do
to take
then?
a good care.
What should
Yeah, so
working mothers
we
do?
know, yeah, they know that, oh, this babysitter, this nanny is not what is it, well trained. But there is no choice, right?
Mm.
How can you hire someone like a governess, like someone who is educated? Of course it's going to be very expensive, and
Mm.
then the mother better stop working and then take a good care of the kid by herself, yeah?
That's a lot.
So
That's actually
at
what I
least they
did.
can
That's what I
minimize.
did a few years
You
ago. Yeah,
stop working,
because
quit
I was
working
facing a dilemma. I was facing a dilemma because
uh,
I kept being absent from work, and then
uh,
I felt
okay.
uneasy with my boss. So I quit. I packed in my job, and then I took care of my kid because
Focus on. Mhm.
uh, because I think that's the best choice because I was facing a dilemma, something that is very difficult um, to to decide which one is gonna be the best for me then. So I thought that okay, so I'm gonna leave my job, and my husband also agreed, and then
Agreed with that.
then I I left my job for the sake of my kid.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, but not all mothers have that choice. Yeah?
yeah.
Many of them, they couldn't just quit because, yeah, they need money. Yeah,
Yeah, yes, you
they
are
need
right. You're
to
right.
support their husband. So in
Yes,
this case,
yes.
they have to
So
face the
that's why
reality that who's
I
gonna
like
take
I
care
said
of the kid. Yeah?
there should be conversation sorry communication between husband and wife.
Husband and
Yeah,
wife.
if the wife
Mhm.
wants to quit, and then the husband of course should give his opinion. I mean whether he will
Mhm.
allow his wife to quit or not, or he
Mhm.
still wants to he still wants his wife to support him financially. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
yeah, that's the case then. Okay. So I think the time is almost up, Bridget. Perhaps you can
Mhm.
conclude from what we have discussed so far. So I actually, I want to talk. I want you to talk more about your book. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's
But
just
the
like
time
a
is
lot of things in here.
yeah. The main problem is about the time. Yeah. But thank you so much for sharing the book with us, so that at least for those of you who are watching this, especially millennial parents, you know uh, how to deal with your children aged 1 to 5. Yeah, especially if like Bridget said that children are the assets, yeah,
Mm,
actually the parents' assets. So we need to take
mm,
good care of our kids and not just what is it completely, and I mean not just entrust them completely to their nannies or
mm.
babysitters. Yeah. Okay. Perhaps you want to conclude, Bridget? Just
Uh,
one or two sentences.
okay, so don't take it easy and don't sacrifice the golden age of each kid. So if you still can, quit working or whatever, just to spend, just to be responsible for the 5 years of your child, you better do that. Yeah, rather than giving it to a caretaker, because caretakers mostly they're not capable, they're not competent. Yeah, so better. But if you have no choice because something financially matter, or something that it's about a career, blah blah blah, yeah, then educate the caretaker as well, because I see a
Mhm.
lot of parents, they attend seminars, they listen to this and that from the psychologist, from whoever, about how to educate, how to take good care of kids, but they forget one thing: they are not the ones who are going to take care of the kids, because the nanny or the babysitter who are going to take care of the kids. So educate them as well, so
Yeah.
you
So
will be in
educate
line
the
together.
caregivers.
Yeah.
Educate the caregivers then.
Yeah, so bring
Mhm.
them, yes, let them attend a seminar as well, and then you do teach them. You become the mentor, you become the teacher for the babysitter. So then just give
Ah.
oh, I have paid a lot for the babysitter, it's so expensive, and then just you want to
Yes.
rest, you want to use play with your gadget, and you don't want to care about about the
Wow, that's
kids.
very good advice.
So
Yeah.
remember that.
So in a nutshell, we can say that we should be as parents, as millennial parents, we should be wiser. Yeah. So not just we entirely entrust our kids to the nannies, but also we have to educate the nannies or the babysitters as well. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, Bridget, for
You're
coming to
welcome, more
my
than
virtual
welcome.
meeting. Yeah, hopefully that next time if
Thank you for
we still have
the
time,
opportunity.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
can have you here as my guest again. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you so
bye.
much.
Yeah,
Okay,
bye
goodbye.
bye.